Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Gede Imo TV. Today, 10th March 2022. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. How 7 men can rape a girl in Lagos. Gunmen kill only surviving daughter of ex-Iyalode of Ibadan. Zamfara police rescue 13-year-old boy forced to rear cows by bandits. Still on bandits, survivor speaks on Kebbi deputy governor's convoy attack. Again, herdsmen invade Autumn's community, kill 5 of his kinsmen, injure others. On Bamishe, install CCTV cameras in strategic places. IPAC urges Sanwo-Olu. The news in detail. A medical doctor, Mistura Shogule, on Wednesday narrated how a girl was allegedly gang raped by 7 men in her neighborhood. Shogule testified before the Keja Domestic Violence and Sexual Offences Court at the trial of a 20-year-old fashion designer, Rashida Fashola, who is being charged for conspiracy and defilement of a child, had pleaded not guilty to the 2-count charge. Led in evidence by the State Counsel, Olasumbo Abiodun Muniru, Dr. Shogule, working at the Mirabel Center, a sexual assault referral center, said the minor came to the center to seek medical attention on September 8, 2020, a day after she was allegedly defiled. She said the victim on September 27, 2020, was sent on an errand by her father and 7 boys in the neighborhood stopped her. They dragged her into an uncompleted building. Her mouth was covered with an handkerchief and they took turns to have her through unprotected penile intercourse into her vagina. When examined, the victim was claimed and clinically stable and had no obvious physical injuries. There were, however, significant genital findings. The labia majora was normal, with the labia minora in the lips of the genital had a bruise. The natural covering of the vagina, called the hymen, was absent. There were no significant anal findings. The general findings are in keeping with recent blunt force penetration into a vagina, which could have been caused by penile vaginal penetration as declared verbally by the client, she said. The doctor, also a certified forensic sexual assault examiner, testified that she asked the survivor's father, who accompanied her, to throw more light on what happened to his daughter. She also said the minor did not reveal the names of the men who allegedly defiled her. When examined by the defense counsel, Mr. O.O. Ogunjimi, the witness revealed that no semen was found when she examined the survivor. She said the survivor did not visit the Mirabel Center on the day of the incident and did not inform her if she had taken her bath. Some gunmen whose identities have not been revealed have reportedly killed Mrs. Fatima, the only surviving daughter of the immediate past Iyalode of Ibadan, Alaja Aminat Abiodun. The reports gathered that Fatima was killed in the early hours of Wednesday in her residence, located at Basharun area of Ibadan. Sources said that the gunmen stormed her residence and shot her directly on the head. The report recalls that the deceased mother died at the age of 93 in 2018. Aminat was until her death in 2018 the Iyalode of Ibadan. Effort made by the report to reach the Public Relations Officer PRO of the State Police Command, Adewale Oshifiso, proved abortive. And the next story. A 13-year-old boy from Benue local government area of Kaduna State who was kidnapped by bandits has been rescued in Zamfara State. The Zamfara Police Public Relations Officer SP Mohammed Shehu said the boy was kidnapped 2 years ago and was forced to rear stolen cows by bandits before he was rescued. According to him, the police tactical operative deployed along Densado Axis while on rigorous anti-banditry patrol successfully rescued the 3 kidnapped victims, including a female and a 13-year-old boy. He said the rescued victims were taken to a nearby hospital where they received medical treatment before being debriefed by the police detectives. According to him, 2 other victims who were abducted from another village, Tumburku in Giwa LGA of Kaduna State, were also rescued near SH0CKING forest in the Sadau Emirate of Maru local government area of Zamfara State. The Zamfara State Police Commissioner of Police, CP Ayuba N. El Kana, commended the police operatives for the successful rescue of the victims and asked them to sustain the tempo. To another tragic story, survivors of the Tuesday night attack on the convoy of the Deputy Governor of Kebbi State, Colonel Samaila Dambe, told newsmen that 19 security operatives lost their lives in a gun battle that lasted for over 2 hours at Kenya village. Kebbi State, northwest Nigeria, is said to be housing bandits loyal to Benue Turiji, who operated mostly in Sokoto and Zamfara states. Kenya, a village in Kebbi State along Wasagu local government area, is about 275 kilometers from the state's capital. Daily Post report that the incident came barely 48 hours after bandits attacked a local vigilante group, during which they killed 63 persons around the Zulu Emirate in Kebbi State. This informed the deputy governor's visit to some of the communities on Tuesday, who fell into their ambush at Kenya. Abdullahi Musa, a special advisor to the Kebbi State deputy governor, said, "It was a fierce battle. I have never seen such a situation in my life. You know, the deputy governor is a retired military officer and still has some military techniques. This played out during the shooting. We were able to take cover along with 36 top military officers in the convoy who also accompanied the deputy governor for the colonel's visit," Abdullahi explained. Another survivor of the attack, Idris Ahmed, said the Tuesday night attack was bloody. According to him, they were lucky to see the following day because many people died. The bandits were many indeed, holding a well-equipped military for 2 hours in exchange of firepower meant they were really out to fight. But our soldiers fought gallantly. They earned my respect. It would have been a different story if the soldiers had not stood their ground to save the situation, Idris said. So another story concerning X-Men attack. Again, 5 kinsmen of Governor Samuel Otom were at near early hours of Tuesday reportedly murdered in an attack on his hometown, Ahanse community in Zoroville Council ward of Guma, local government area LGA, by suspected Fulani X-men. Randall gathered from a source in the community who spoke on condition of anonymity that attack, which started at about 4 a.m. and lasted about 2 hours, left some persons with severe injury. According to the source, the attackers stormed the community from LGA of Nasarawa State through Demko and Edwa communities, sneaking through the security personnel that were stationed on that axis of the state. They came into the community, started shooting periodically, and as the people made attempts to escape, some of them were gunned down and some sustained severe bullet injuries. The painful aspect of this attack is that the community is less than 5 kilometers from the island where military and security personnel are stationed. The marauders just came and massacred our helpless people for no reasons whatsoever, he said. Confirming the development, the chairman of Guma LGA, Mr. Clement Abba, said, "I am aware of the incident. It happened early Wednesday between 4 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. when some Fulani elders came from neighboring Nasarawa State, away LGA precisely, and attacked Ahense village community, killing 5 persons and 2 sustained various degrees of injuries. The injured persons are receiving treatment in the General Hospital Banjiba. As for the dead, I was there to witness and ensure that they were buried in order to reduce the tension caused by the attack," he said. Contacted the police public relations officer, Superintendent Catherine Anene, who confirmed the attack, said investigation into the incident was ongoing. Meanwhile, Governor Samuel Otom has expressed sadness over the incident and called on the federal government to synergize with his administration to step up in military operations that would flush out armed herdsmen from the neighboring states bordering Benue. The governor said the move would help end the invasion of Benue communities by the killer herdsmen who had continued to use the porous nature of the state's borders to invade helpless communities on the Benue side of the border. And the last story for the national news is coming from Lagos. The Inter-Party Advisory Council in Lagos State has urged Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to install closed-circuit CCTV television cameras in strategic places to improve security in the state. The IPAC chairman, Olusegun Mobolaji, made a call in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria on Thursday. Mobolaji spoke against the backdrop of the murder of Ms. Oluwabamishi Ayanwola, a 22-year-old lady who got missing after boarding a Lagos bus rapid transit vehicle and was reportedly found there with some body parts missing. Mobolaji, who frowned at the murder of an innocent young girl, said it had become imperative for the government to invest more in surveillance and security cameras in strategic locations. According to him, since the primary responsibility of the government is the security and welfare of citizens, No amount should be too much to spend on issues bothering security. Um, our heartfelt condolence goes to the family of Oluwabamishi Toyosi Ayowola, I beg your pardon, who was grossly murdered some days ago after boarding a BRT bus from the Chevron area. We also want to advise that the state government should improve on security by adopting a more advanced digital security system. Before we call it a wrap on the national news, a quick recap of the headlines once again. How 7 men make love to a girl in Lagos. Gunmen kill only surviving daughter of ex-Iyalode of Ibadan. We also brought to you Zamfara. Police rescued 13-year-old boy forced to rear cows by bandits. Still on bandits, survivors speak on KB Deputy Governor's convoy attack. Again, Earthmen invade Autumn's community, kill 5 of his kinsmen, injure others. And last story, Bamshi install CCTV cameras in strategic places. IPAC tells and urges Sanwo-Olu. These are the stories for the national news this hour. But before we go, we quickly have to say a very big happy birthday to one of our numerous customers and a follower on our program, whose name is Mrs. Margaret Folashade Anyolowo, who had a year today. We wish you a very prosperous happy birthday and praying to God Almighty, may this year's birthday never be your last in your entirety. Enjoy the blessings that comes with your birthday. Mrs. Margaret Folashade Anyolowo, BGI TV says happy birthday and God bless you with many more years. Thank you for watching the national news. I am Morire Rabila Lawal. Good afternoon.